All right, guys, we're back with another value, standards, and performance video. So this one comes from yours truly and Dr. Henry Cloud, written on October 4th, 2020. Sowing and reaping is about what I will ultimately end up with. Boom. So what that means is that if you sow the seeds of success, you will ultimately end up with success. Now, when I say ultimately, right, I had to get up in the camera like that. Don't mean it's guaranteed to be a week from now, a month from now. Some of the things that I have in my life or that I've achieved in my life have taken a stretch of time. I'm talking 5 years, 7 years, 10 years. But it doesn't matter because the time will pass anyways, and you don't feel the time passing. You just realize you wake up one day like, man, I've been doing this for 7 years, or I've been doing this for 8 years, or I've been doing this for 10 years, or like, I have a G-Wagon. Like, I've been wanting a G-Wagon. I've had that G-Wagon on my vision board for 7 years. But it wasn't until I woke up and realized, like, yo, I've been wanting this G-Wagon since I'm like 19. But I finally got one like a couple months ago. So ultimately, I had it on my vision board and I reaped it. So it don't have to be today. You got to look at it more long term. You know what I'm saying? Some seeds take 5, 10, 15, 20 years to flourish. But it doesn't matter because at the end of that 20 years, you'll have it. You'll have the object of your desire. You'll have what you've been sowing, whether that's a relationship, whether that's a bank balance, whether that's an experience, whether that's a material object, whether it's a internal feeling, whether it's character, right? A character trait about yourself. As long as you keep sowing that seed inside yourself, into yourself, or into your environment, or into other people, or just into wherever you want it to flourish, or wherever you want it to grow, ultimately you will have that. And that's what you should be focused on, not the 1 week, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 6 months, a year, even not even maybe 2-3 years. It's the ultimate goal. Like, you have a whole life, and if you take care of it, you can do a lot of things in 80, 90, 100, 110, 120 years if you live your life right, and if you prepare and you expect and you sow into it. So just keep that at the back and the forefront of your mind. Sowing and reaping is about what you will ultimately end up with. So if you want good things, sow good seeds. If you want death or disease and destruction, sow those seeds. But you make sure that you're the one who's sowing it and you're doing it intentionally, because it's about what you're going to ultimately end up with. All right, guys, sowing and reaping is about what you'll ultimately end up with. If you guys like this one, make sure to share it with 3 of your family members, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment in the comment section, and I'll see you on the next one.